guys, today we will be adding the ability to append messages to the chat that we have created. Okay? So in order to do that, let's go ahead first, let's run the server. Okay, whoops, node server. Okay, let's go ahead here. So basically, we want, when we write something like hello, we want it to be displayed right here underneath the hey has connected. Okay? So in order to do that, we will be checking if the message input is empty. If it's empty, display an error that says invalid or whatever error message you want. And if it's not empty, then display the message here. Okay? So let's go down here. Okay? Not down here actually. Let's go ahead and say not login form. Let's say message form. Is it message form? It's message form. Yeah. So message minus form dot submit. Okay, and it has a function that says, of course, we will be appending the parameter event, and we will be adding it here, prevent default, so that when we click send, it does not, request anything from the server, from the HTTP server, because in a normal form, when you click this, see what does it give? It gives something like this, and this is actually a GET method HTTP request. So when we say prevent default, we're saying form, stop doing what you're doing. Stop giving requests to the HTTP server. Alright? Okay. Now let's check if what is it called? Is it message? It's message, yeah. It's message here. Okay, the val equals nothing, or message val equals space. Message val equals space. If it's empty, and as I recall, this is just a simple checking. This is not an advanced one. Okay, now let's say alert, you can't send empty messages. Okay, so when you go ahead here, okay, refresh the page, go ahead, let's say test login. When you type nothing here and you click send, it says you cannot send empty messages because it's empty. Now let's add an else statement here, and when someone actually types in, we want to display it right here. Okay, so we will be emitting to the server, to the HTTP server, we will be emitting an event that says new message. Okay, and the value is gonna be the value of the message. Okay, message dot val. Alright, so let's go here and let's handle the event on here. Socket dot on what is it? New message function data, or function message. Okay, let's add the semicolon here, and let's say now we want to emit to every socket that is connected to this chat here. We want to emit to them this event. New message with the message data. Okay, so basically we're telling we're emitting to every socket this event called the new message, so that this socket's message can be displayed in every socket message area. Okay, you get what I'm saying? Let's re-explain that. So when I type something like hey, okay, we're actually emitting to the server from this client or from this socket. We're emitting to the server the event new message. Okay, new message, and we're giving it the value or the message value hey, so that the server can emit it back to every socket, okay, including us, including the socket that has sent hey, okay. We're emitting to them this message so that it gets displayed on the message area, which is here. You might be saying, or you might wonder or ask whatever you want. You might be saying or asking, why do we want to connect, or why do we want to emit this to the server and then from the server to us back? Well, let me explain, or let me give you the reason why. It's because when we want to do it here and just add something like append to the, why did we delete this? If we say something immediately, if we directly say something like on the messages here, is it messages? Yeah, messages the append, and then we just added the message that we wanted, it's actually gonna show to this client only, okay, and it's not gonna be shown to other clients. Why? Because JavaScript is a client-side programming language. So this is actually not going to be shown to everybody, but it's going to be shown to you only. All right. So that's why we're actually sending it to the server, and we're handling it here, and we're sending it back to every socket. Okay. So let's go ahead and handle the server event, okay, because we emitted a new event here from the server. Let's handle it here, socket.on. Let's say new message, okay. Let's add a function that has message, and let's append it to the messages here, okay. See, it's pretty easy. Messages.append. Let's add an ally here, and let's add it as is, okay, without adding, you know, italics or bulls or whatever we want. So let's say message here, and let's see how it goes, okay. Let's actually refresh the page, refresh the server, rerun the server, because we have applied changes on the server. Okay, let's say the MMZ login, and when we type nothing, it says you cannot send empty messages. When we type hey everyone, you can see that it says hey everyone. And let's connect another client to it. Let's say test login. Okay, it does not say anything because this client has come after the MMZ has sent hey everyone. Okay, so when this client says hey the MMZ, you can see it here and you can see it here, but actually you cannot see who is sending this message. Okay, so we will be adding this functionality right here. So let's add in here, okay, let's put this, or wait, hold up. Okay. Alright, I get it now. I get it. Okay. So let's put this, let's remove that. Let's put this inside a dictionary, okay? Let's put it inside a dictionary, and let's say message equals to this, okay? And before that, let's say username is going to equal to the username of the sender, which is username, right? Okay. So now it's sending to the server the username of the server of the sender and the message that he sent. Okay. So in here we will be accepting it as data, and we will be sending it as data. So we can here say data, let's say data.message. This displays the message only, and we want to display the username, so we want to make it, or to put it inside bold. Let's put data.username and plus, let's close the bold tag, and let's put this colon, and then add data message to it. Okay, so let's see how it goes. Let's relaunch the server. Node server 1.17. Let's say the MMZ. Let's add another one here. That says test. Okay, let's say hey test. It's displayed the MMZ that has sent hey test, and as well as here. Okay, so let's add another one. You can see that it has disconnected. When you type anything here, it does not. Oh, okay, I get it. If you now look at this, okay, look at this. When you type hey you, the one who is trying to connect, and oh whoops, we haven't set the value to be none after that. Let's actually, and then let's say here message.val equals nothing, so that when we go ahead and type anything, it goes back to empty. Okay, so let's close these and let's reopen this. But we will be opening this, okay, let's say the MMZ here, and this we will keep it like that. Okay, and let's say here hey you, the one who is trying to connect to the chat. Okay, and if you open this and you say test, you log in, you can see it right there. And this is actually wrong, because as long as you're not connected, or you haven't specified a name here and you haven't clicked login, you cannot see the messages, right? But when you log in, okay, when you type something like this, and then when you log in, you can see the written messages by test, because we were connecting like this, but we haven't specified anything. So in order to fix that, we will just go ahead here and okay, let's say what is it called? The messages. Okay, messages.html, we're gonna be doing that to be empty. Okay, so let's go ahead here. Let's go ahead here and refresh or reconnect. So when someone joins here, the MMZ, okay, and let's type anything here. Hey, what's this? Oh, whoops! I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. We should not have put this in here. We should put it whenever a user connects. So it should be here, right here, exactly. Okay, right here, exactly. All right. So let's disconnect and reconnect to here. The MMZ. Say, hey, how are you doing? Are you good? And when someone joins in, let's say test, he cannot see anything, but oh wait, we have a problem here. Hold up. Let's say here. Let's see here. I guess now I get it. Now I get it. Okay, now I get it. Let's put it. Let's see if it works here or not. Okay, it's connected. Yeah, exactly. We want to put it right here because because right here we're using it as server side, but here we're using it as client side. So if you are as client side, if you're working as client side, it's actually working on every client separately. But if you work on server side, it's working on all of the clients simultaneously. Okay, so let's refresh that. Okay, and it should work right now. Hold up. Yeah, exactly. Now the MMZ. Hey, how are you doing? Are you good? Okay. And when someone joins now, let's say test, he can see nothing, but this, he can see everything. Okay? You get it now? Let's re-explain it. Now, when let's open two tabs. When the user, the MMZ, logs in, let's see what happens here. The username, actually, the username variable gets a value of the username value which he entered, which is the MMZ. Okay, and the login area gets hidden. Okay, and the chat area gets shown, and the messages are set to be empty or are emptied. Okay, the messages are emptied. The messages is this UL, which we list the messages inside it. Okay, so when this user clicks login, it's no longer looking at this. It's no longer looking at this. The user, the MMZ, is no longer looking at this. So he cleaned the messages once for him, and that's it. Okay? So when someone joins in, it does not clean anything for the user, the MMZ. But it cleans everything for the user test because it's the first time for him. You get it? Okay. So you can see how test has disconnected, and we can now, send messages over this server test. Okay, we can send messages like whatever you want, like hey and how are you, and you can respond with I'm fine. How about you? And both of the partners can see it. Okay. So we have added the online users, we have added the ability to write, and we have added everything in here, and you can send by doing this button. And yeah, when someone disconnects, you can see that he disconnects. And yeah, that's it for today's lesson, and thanks for watching.